Whether you're a first-time cruiser or maybe you've cruised a couple of times before, there are some secrets that the cruise lines are keeping from you that they're not necessarily sharing on their website or their brochures. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, cruising is a great way to vacation, but the truth is there are some things that are not necessarily obvious, and sometimes experienced cruisers know, but it takes several cruises to figure it all out. Now, before I get started sharing with you these secrets that you'll want to know, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Number one, the pools on cruise ships are going to be tiny. Now, with very few exceptions, you're usually going to have 2 or 3 pools that are going to be pretty small, especially when you consider the fact that you might have 3, 4, 5,000 people that are all potentially going to use those pools or those hot tubs. Now, there are a couple of exceptions. Sometimes instead of having 2 pools on a main pool deck, you'll have 1 larger pool, which I do personally think works a little better. Number 2, the internet is slow and expensive. Now, even though internet is actually significantly better on cruise ships now than it was even 5 years ago, it is still not only pricey, much more expensive than you would have on land, but it is slow. So even though many cruise ships do have Starlink, and honestly, it is a lot better than before, if you were doing things like streaming or uploading, you are going to find that the speed is much slower than you might expect. Cabin upgrades aren't always what they seem. Now, when you book your cabin, you are best off choosing the cabin that you are going to be happy with in terms of its location and the type of cabin, as well as your budget. But you do have the option to upgrade a cabin, and in some cases, you can bid for an upgrade, and you can get a pretty good deal if your bid is accepted. However, something a lot of people aren't aware of is that once you get an upgrade, you don't really have a choice of your cabin location. So you may be next to another cabin that is noisy. You might be in the front of the ship where maybe you have a higher likelihood of feeling the ship's movement and getting seasick. You might be somewhere noisy on the cruise ship. So when you do bid or accept an upgrade, this is something to be aware of. Number 4, your dream itinerary might just not happen. Now, most of the time it is going to happen, but there are some pros and cons to cruising. And one of the cons of cruising is the fact that you're on a ship, and of course the ship moves. It uses the sea to get where you want to go. And sometimes there are sea conditions, there are weather conditions, or even other reasons that mean that you may not make it to the destinations that you were expecting. Now, the cruise lines are always going to try to bring you perhaps somewhere else otherwise that is going to be a really good choice. They always want to make sure that the vessel, the crew, and the passengers are safe, but this is a reality of cruising. By the way, please let me know if you've ever had an itinerary change. I've had some minor ones, including missing some ports and sometimes even having other ports substituted, but I've never had a major itinerary change. But I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below. You don't have to spend any extra money. Now, I don't think the cruise lines are really keeping that from people, but the fact is there are a lot of different packages that are available or different experiences that you can purchase, including specialty dining, including drink packages, even Wi-Fi and shore excursions. But the reality is you do not have to spend extra money to have a good time, because really almost everything that you could actually need is included. The balcony of your cabin isn't as private as you think. Now, I think that cruise lines always advertise as balconies as being private for just you, but keep in mind you're pretty much in close quarters to all of your neighbors. So anything you do on that balcony, yes, other people can hear you. At the same time, depending on the balcony itself, sometimes you can actually see your neighbors and they can see you. The spa isn't as relaxing as you might think. Now, the spa is actually quite good. People love having their massages and other treatments, and I think thermal spa in particular is very relaxing. But something that a lot of cruisers have remarked is that sometimes there are some very aggressive, or let's say assertive, massage therapists. And at the end of the massage, after a really good treatment, there's a little bit of a hard sell for products or even to come back for another massage. So I do have a little bit of a tip, and this is even at the beginning of the massage, to let them know I'm not interested in buying any other products. I have no more time to book any other massages, so I'm just here for this. There's a chance that you might get sick. Now, even though cruise lines do a great job at cleaning the cruise ship, and you're going to notice this, the crew are always cleaning, the reality is that you can get a cold, you can get other viruses while you're on a cruise. And some people do mention this, that they've come home from a cruise and maybe they've gotten sick, they've come home from a flight and maybe they've gotten sick. And this is the reality, I think, of being on a vacation, especially these days. So I do have a little bit of a tip for you, and this is to make sure that you do bring over-the-counter medication and even prescription medication if you think that you're going to need it. But definitely bring your variety of cold medication, because even though the cruise line and yourself are taking precautions, this is always possible. The duty-free shops are not always a bargain. Now, something that you really want to make sure that you do is check your pricing before you buy jewelry, before you buy perfume. Now, these days, it's much easier than it was in the past, because if you have an internet package, you can simply Google this, but don't assume just because it is duty-free that it is necessarily a deal. Now, something that I've noticed, and this is really based on my own personal experience, especially over the last couple of years, is that many cruise ships now have these pre-loved designer or luxury bag stores. And I'll take a look at the bags. Remember, they are pre-loved, so in other words, they are used. They're not always in great condition. And I've looked at the prices, and honestly, I do look sometimes in these stores, especially when I am in the United States, because I'm from Canada, so we don't always have the same stores or access to everything. So I do take a look, and I know generally what some of the prices are. And of course, some of these items are vintage, so maybe you can't find them. But I do also shop on some pre-loved websites. And when I've checked the comparable pricing, I have not found this to be advantageous. Now, please let me know if you've ever bought any of these designer bags. If you found any good deals, please let me know down in the comments below. No cruise ship is right for everyone. Now, of course, cruise lines do want to attract customers to their cruise line and to their cruise ship. And I think they know that not every cruise line is right for everyone. And I think they do try to say it subtly. It's in their advertising. It's in who you see in their advertising. What age demographic do you see? What activities are people doing? But they're not going to say it straight out. But it is so important, because I've definitely heard some people who've said, you know what, I was on such and such cruise line and I was bored, or I was on another cruise line and it just wasn't fun enough for me, or I was on another cruise line and the ships were too busy, there were too many activities, or maybe it was too crowded. And the reality is there is a cruise line and a cruise ship for everyone. Now, I just shared 10, but I know there are more secrets the cruise lines are keeping from us. So please let me know down in the comments below, what are the other things that people should know that cruise lines aren't necessarily sharing. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.